Hello, 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 and welcome to Milestone episode number 20 of Short, Fat, and Balding, a podcast by armchair quarterbacks made especially for armchair quarterbacks. I am Travis, one of only two of us who will be navigating you through some sports topics over the next couple of hours. Today, it's just me and James.
How's it going?
It's going, buddy.
I just brain farted super fucking hard.
It's
I
okay.
don't I
It's
went to go speak and my words didn't mouth out,
in your defense, it's not our typical recording day. It's not our typical recording time. We don't have Nico. You're all out of sorts. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll survive.
Yeah. Today, after some chit chat, we decided that James and I are going to break down our roster for the highly debated all white versus all black NFL All Star game. We are only going to use current teams, and then we just need to hammer out, who Patrick Mahomes gets to play for. But outside of that, we're going to do a quick stop on the trading card market and how it's incredibly broken and things that I find to be grotesque. And then, as always, we'll do our NFL weekly review. So that and, as always, so much very more on this week's episode of Short, Fat, and Balding. All right, so starting off with what I think will be the funnest part of the podcast today. All time, or not all time, but currently, I think it was Rashard. Was it Rashard Mendenhal?
Rashard Mendenhal, yeah. I could
Yeah.
actually pull up the exact quote right here. I just seen it.
Yeah, he basically was like, average white dudes always talking about football when
It is. It is. It is. I'm sick of average white guys commenting on football. Y'all not even good at football. Can we please replace the Pro Bowl with an all black versus all white bowl so these cats can stop trying to teach me who's good at football? I'm better than your goat.
right. Okay, so
And
there
I
we
think I want everybody to know we aren't doing this out of like we're just like, oh, hidden blacks versus whites.
right.
But we are the average white guys commenting on football. So
Right. And I'm gonna be honest, having not done any sort of analytical analysis on this, just from a purely surface level examination of the league, he probably has a point. The black team would probably absolutely wipe the floor with the white team, but we're gonna, for the sake of theoretics, we're gonna do it anyways.
see, the thing that got me is where he said, I'm better than your GOAT. And immediately I looked up Christian McCaffrey's stats and went, nah,
Yeah, no,
you're not.
yeah, that's true. Okay, so I guess we'll start out on offense. Let me just pull up the thing that I here. That'd be like, yeah, here we go. NFL roster build. Okay, so we'll start with the white offense, black defense, then we'll flip.
Alright, sounds
So
good.
I think you're probably going to agree with me here, but okay, so in the process of I'll start with this. In the process of transitioning and like getting prep for the episode after the intro, I decided that in the world of racial diversity, um the term of phrase I
Be
believe
very careful how you speak on
I
this.
know the term of phrase I heard on the Pat McAfee show was, if there's a drop, it's the whole glass. And so, with that being said, I believe Patrick Mahomes has to be in the black delegation, unless we're going to have a Chappelle skit racial draft in which we take him and then they take Christian McCaffrey or something. But,
I'm okay with that. I'm
yeah,
okay with that. I think if you can count it on a college application, it's going to count here.
yeah. So, with that being said, eliminating Patrick Mahomes from contention, I believe the best white quarterback currently in the league is Joey Burr.
Yeah,
I
I would have to agree with that.
Yeah, I think he's a
I
hair
mean, when
above
healthy,
Josh
he's
Allen, but
Josh Allen's a very suitable backup for this situation, though.
yeah, absolutely. What did I just do?
You know, I'm not really sure.
Just I broke my order. Okay, so we're gonna do Josh Allen as our backup. So let's click that. Actually, no, we're not gonna do backups. I'm just gonna go. There's two. It's perfect actually. This roster has two positions for every position, so we can do literally white versus black. Um, even
That came
people
out.
people know what I fucking mean. Okay. Um,
Yeah.
so even with Patrick Mahomes on the team, quite frankly, I'm still probably gonna go Lamar Jackson. I don't know if you want to debate me on that. Um, you're more than
You're
welcome
gonna
to.
have no debate. No debate here.
No debation.
No debation.
Okay. So we have Joe Burrow, voices, Lamar
Lamar
Jackson.
Jackson happens twice a year.
Yeah, it does. Interesting. I never even thought about that. Okay. Running back. Okay. So running back for honestly, dude, a black running back's hard because they're all good. Um, like you got like Joe Mixon's good, Saquon Barkley's good, Derrick Henry's good, Josh Jacobs is good. I mean, the
If
white
we're doing today, you know who I'm taking though?
who
Devin A. Chain.
Devon A Chain. Okay.
Devon A. Chain, whatever,
So
however you
yeah,
pronounce
we're
his
going
first
by
name.
this season. So it'd be like they basically the way they structured it is if like they had a Pro Bowl and you had two teams, but they were basically picked based on race.
Also, nobody's hurt.
Yeah. Also, nobody's hurt. So yeah, I mean Devon A Chain's solid. I was thinking either him or Jameer Gibbs. Um,
Yeah, you got Derrick Henry,
yeah, Derrick
which
Henry.
actually not this year. He probably wouldn't make the cut this
No,
year.
he's had a rough year this year, but Tennessee as a whole has had a rough. I mean, you got Nick Chubb too, assuming he's not hurt, man. Nick
Yeah,
Chubb.
Nick Chubb.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
probably gonna put Chubby in this.
yeah.
I
So far it's just the AFC North.
Well, no, because
Got it.
we have Christian McCaffrey, so that's NFC
Oh, that's
West.
right. Yep.
Because that was non-debatable. I guess not even gonna consider it
Yeah,
any
that one
other.
went without saying.
Um, Wideouts.
Cooper
Well,
Cup.
Cooper Cup. Um, I'm gonna say for
Um,
the black delegation, I'm gonna. It's a debate as far as a wide receiver one. It's a genuine debate because you could have Tyreek, you could have AJ, you could have Jettas, you could have T. You could, I mean, who do you like? Who do you want to put there? I guess for the sake of the season he's having, it's going to be Tyreek
Tyreek.
as the wide
Tyreek's the
receiver
number
one.
one.
And then from there, I would probably go. You think?
Talking wide receiver two.
Yeah, you think Jettas or AJ or T?
I'd put Chase ahead of T.
Really?
I, Jamar Chase ahead of T Higgins.
Oh,
Absolutely.
that's fair.
Not by much. Not by much. I think T Higgins is a one.
But
Next year he'll be a one on whatever team he's on.
then the question becomes: do you put Jamar Chase above AJ Brown or Justin Jefferson?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think in this situation, if I'm drafting a team and I sit down and I have Jamar, Jettas, and AJ, I'm taking Jay Jettas because he just catches everything. I mean, there's nothing,
It's true.
you know.
All right,
And don't get me wrong, it's not a knock on Chase or AJ. I'd be happy to have any of them, but
so then who are we putting
I
in the
gotta
slot?
go Jay
Who are we
Jettas.
putting in the slot?
I'm putting Chase in the slot because out of the slot this year when he's played the slot with the Bengals, he's been filthy. I think AJ Brown's too big to be in the slot.
He is, but that's why I was building a world in my head where wide receiver one was Tyreek, wide receiver two was AJ, and then your your slot receiver was Jetta's, because that'd be fucking unreal.
Yeah. Actually, let's do this. Let's put Tyreek in the slot.
Okay.
Jay Jettas and AJ on the outside. Because not a knock against Tyreek Hill. I don't think he has that. He's shorter. He doesn't have that go up and make a big catch that you need on the outside that AJ
Yeah,
Brown
he's
and Jay
not gonna
Jettas
get
can
the
get you.
jump ball per se. Like he can go out and get a big catch,
No.
but he's got to have his guy beat.
Yeah.
Which I mean, he's Tyreek Hill,
Which
so he can do that.
he does
But...
anyways.
All right, cool. So then we have one white receiver so far, and that's Cooper Kupp. Um,
Who else is there? Braxton Berrios.
Brax, Bear. Adios. Still there?
Yeah.
Okay. The you play for?
Leave the Dolphins.
There's a white guy in the Dolphins.
Yeah, he's on the Miami Dolphins. He is white as fuck. Um, Wide receiver and return specialist. 28 years old. Let me see what his stats are on
I'm
the
gonna
year.
use Google for this.
He doesn't have a lot of yards.
There's got to be like a good. There's got to be like a good slot receiver, because you think about Julian Edelman and shit.
Thielen.
Oh, Adam Thielen, duh, but he's not a
Adam
slot receiver.
Thielen.
But
Well, let's be honest. We're going to be a little thin at wide receiver.
yeah, at the skill positions in general. Let's see here.
I don't even know if there's that many white wide receivers.
There's got to be. There has to be like a fucking slot receiver.
I just Googled white wide receivers and Keenan Allen came up. I don't think that's right.
No, he is. He is. Well, it's the same concept. There's one drop. Less.
So we got Cup, we got Thielen, Hunter Renfro.
Or Renfro.
He's white.
Yeah, is Cole Beasley still in the league?
I don't think so.
Because he was a good slot receiver.
What about Ben Skowronek?
Never even heard of him, so no.
Okay.
We're gonna go
Trent
Hunter
Taylor.
Renfro. Let's just go.
Let's go Hunter Renfro.
So that is wideouts. That is running backs. That is QB.
On Team Cracker.
This is the one position that I would say the whites dominate, and that is that's tight end.
Yeah.
We can choose Travis Kelce. We can choose George Kittle. We can choose
Mark Andrews, TJ
Hawkinson, Dallas Goedert, the Ferguson
Kincaid from the
dude,
Bills.
Dalton Kincaid, yeah, you name it. So, I mean, I'm gonna go Travis Kelce because he's the current GOAT.
Yeah. Absolutely there.
It's actually wild to me how many
tight ends are white.
Yeah, like when I went through the list, I was like, holy shit. Like, what happened to the days of, Tony Gonzalez and Shannon Sharp?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, is Jimmy Graham black? I think he is.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Um, I was gonna go Kyle Pitts
Kyle Pitts is white, isn't he?
or no.
Name like that, I just assumed. I've never actually seen him. That's on me.
Yeah, no, Kyle Pitts.
No, Kyle Pitts is solid then.
Um,
I've heard his name.
Kyle Pitts, Darren Waller.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Just going through the whole. I literally have the entire tight end list for the. Um. See. Cade Otton. It's like. Oh, David Njoku, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How did
Yeah.
we miss him?
I don't know because I honestly I thought he was a receiver. That's how fucking good he is. Absolutely. Oh no. Um. So then that's pretty much the skill positions. I'm gonna move to center, and I know for a fact that the answer is Jason Kelsey.
Yep.
It's not even debatable.
Yep.
Not even
Sexy
debatable.
Batman.
Um. Let's see.
Come on down to the Caucasian colonizers.
Oh, I do have my. I now have a little tool where I can look up every player at a position.
Solid. I like that.
Wow. That's incorrect. Is Evan Ingram at center?
Evan
Oh,
Ingram
he's
was
a
a
tight end.
tight end. I think your tool's broken.
I think it's stuck on tight end. Second.
It just froze on tight end. It's fine.
Yeah. We
Next
like
up, playing cornerback,
yeah,
we have
we post our list and we're like, we have Chadawize fucking for fucking center, and they're like, what? Why? Listen, our tool broke.
for some
All
reason
right.
we have Laporta playing quarterback. It's a whole thing. Also, can we just Taysom Hill's on the team though, right?
I guess.
For the Whites.
Dude, number one, according to Pro Football Focus, is Creed Humphrey. And now I have to read this article in protest.
No, Creed Humphrey is solid. Chiefs
Not
center.
not better than Jason Kelsey, dude.
No.
Jason Kelsey hasn't had a grade below an 80 since 2015.
It's because he's sexy Batman.
Correct. I'm literally just clicking on pictures and trying to pretty much what we're gonna get. I I don't think they exist. We might have to use a guard. Is that the most logical transition, or would you say tackle is?
Um, hold on. There's got to be one.
Dude, I'm literally on number 10 right now, and I haven't found one guy with even a modicum of melatonin, or what is it, melanin in his skin. Oh, Cody. Nope, that's a wide receiver. Cody Whitehair. Guard.
Lloyd Cushenberry the third.
Oh, okay. Is he a starter? Question.
He is the starter.
For who?
The Broncos.
Yes, he is. For 26. Well, he's the highest ranking
The
black center I can find, so he's going in at the center position for them.
Don't worry, there won't be a lot of pressure up the middle.
Right. What's his name? Lichtenberry
The third.
Junior.
Yeah, Esquire.
Yeah. Okay, so then on to guard. Two of each.
Are we on the colonizers or
What?
well, I've already made up team names in my head. The white people are the Caucasian colonizers.
Oh, okay.
It feels appropriate.
Um, okay. So my guard, first guard, is going to be Quentin Nelson. I don't know if you have a disagreement with that or.
Nope. Um, I feel like we got to go
Oh,
Cowboys guard. What's his name?
found one.
Oh, we're doing left guard for.
I'm not even doing left guard. I'm just doing offensive guard. I'm assuming that if they're
Oh,
in the
okay.
Pro Bowl, they're good enough to play either or.
Sounds good to me.
Um, so because Zach Martin is definitely the other guard, if that's what you're asking, or like the white
Yeah.
people. Um, so then I was going to say Mike Onwenu, the guard for the Pats. Melanik. Say the team was.
I didn't name that one yet.
Oh, all right, okay, that's on me.
uh,
And then Shaq Mason. Shaq Mason's actually been tearing it up.
I'm good with that.
All right, and then tackle. You got to do Lane Johnson, man. As much as it's a homer pick for me.
Yeah. I actually was gonna say Lane Johnson too, so
Or not. This is so broken. Should have just re-clicked shit.
yeah, probably.
I originally had there was like a way for me to do other positions, and I could just click the list. And then now I lost wherever that was. Um, but yeah, so I do have tackles up at least. Um, so it is without saying that the 1A, 1B, Lane Johnson, Trent Williams. So there's your white, there's your black. Um,
Yeah.
are they both left
I think you have
tackles?
to go. Trent, Trent Williams is black.
I know he is. I'm saying that's why I said one for white, one for
Oh,
black. I was saying, are they both left tackles?
oh no. Lane's a right tackle, isn't he? Pretty sure.
List him as
Oh,
O.
Lane Johnson, offensive tackle. That doesn't help me. He's married to a woman named Chelsea. $5. It says they're both Caucasian. He plays right tackle.
Right tackle. Okay. So let's see here. Trent Williams is a left tackle. Those are opposite sides
Yep,
of the
and he's on the Black Kings.
Black Kings. That's a very safe.
Black Kings.
That's very safe, and I
After Martin Luther King.
Okay. So is our kind of no nonsense pick or senior bowl? Laramie Tunsil.
Who?
Left tackles. Laramie.
What about Tristan Wirfs? Yeah.
We need a black right tackle.
Yeah, Tristan Wirfs.
Not see it, Austin. We have Braden Smith, Lane Johnson, Taylor. I'm gonna do this, and I'm probably wrong. Chukwuma Okorafor. I mean, he's got a $13 million salary in this little predictor, so he's got. Let's see. Oh, dude. Oh, never mind.
What?
According to the, once again, this is according to the Pat McAfee show. White people got to claim the Pacific Islanders. So like Jordan Mailata, and Bakhtiari, and then eligible for the white team.
Let's go with Okorafor.
Okay.
Which, by the way, tried to spell that out to confirm which team he would be on. And definitely not even close.
Yeah, dude, his... All right. Okay. You're right.
There's a W in the first name. Somehow I spelled ochloroform.
So given that the white delegation gets the Islanders, I assume that you're going to go David Bakhtiari for our white left tackle.
Yeah.
That concludes the offense. So just for a recap, we have Joe Burrow versus Lamar Jackson, Nick Chubb versus Christian McCaffrey, Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, and A.J. Brown versus Cooper Kupp, Hunter Renfrow, and Adam Thielen. Not great. Travis Kelce versus David Njoku.
Saving grace.
Correct. And then we have Quentin Nelson and Zach Martin versus Shaq Mason and Michael Onwenu. I don't know how to pronounce. Jason Kelsey versus Lloyd Cushenberry. That's David Bakhtiari and Lane Johnson versus Trent Williams and Chukwuma Okorafor, and that is the offenses. So save the wide receivers. It's actually pretty spicy. I would pay good money to see Joey Burr versus Lamar. Nick Chubb and Christian McCaffrey. I mean, that's a marquee running back matchup. And I mean, Cooper Kupp's fine, but I mean, what I feel bad for, honestly, this is who I feel bad for. In this whole matchup, I feel bad for the white secondary versus that fucking receiving core.
Yeah, good luck.
We're going to have trouble finding a white secondary. I mean, outside of Reed Blankenship, I can't even maybe what is it? What's his fucking name out of Minnesota? Harrison something.
Harrison Smith.
Yeah, outside of those two, I have nothing.
Those are both safeties.
Right, but they can be flexed.
The cornerback team is going to be rough.
Well, I'm going to get flexible, and I'm going to move Harrison Smith to corner because I've seen him do it before. So because I've seen him do it, and he's absolutely great, I'm just doing it.
That's fair.
So black defensive tackle.
Aaron Donald
Over Chris Jones, you think?
Aaron Donald, number 1. Chris Jones, number 2. Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, you need 2 of them anyways. You have 2 D tackles, assuming you're playing a 4-3.
Okay, we'll assume that they're playing
Which I think is kind of the base.
So
4-3 is you're kind of...
Aaron Donald with Chris Jones and then our white. I don't even know. I actually don't know.
Harrison Phillips? Vikes?
Harrison.
No, Harrison Phillips. He's on the Vikings.
Oh, okay. I'll allow it.
Isn't there one on the Broncos?
Maybe.
I don't know if he's any good.
I mean, we do get Vita Vea. He's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, because we get the Pacific Islanders. Yeah, we'll take Vita Vea.
We will. We'll reach out in the cold.
We will.
We'll reach out in the cold, cold void to take the one shining beacon that we can grab that's not even truly all white.
Harrison Phillips is good, though.
He's not even on the fucking PFF top 10.
Well,
Vita Vea was number 10. Fun fact. Chris Jones. I mean, the top 5 is pretty much the same. Aaron Donald, Chris Jones, Dexter Lawrence, Quinnen Williams, Cameron Hayward. And then finishing out the top 10, we got DeForest Buckner, Jonathan Allen, Christian Wilkins, DJ Reader, and Jeffrey Simmons. I cannot believe Jeffrey Simmons is a black man.
he's got the name of a colonizer.
I miss Javon Hargrave.
So we're on white defensive ends. I feel like this is heavy-handed for the whites.
It is. It is.
You got the Bosa brothers, Max Crosby, TJ Watt, Aiden Hutchinson, Trey Hendrickson, Sam Hubbard. I mean,
I'm probably gonna go TJ Watt because oh no,
yeah.
he might be a linebacker. Like officially listed.
Oh.
Because like they don't the positions are weird now because they go by edge rusher. He's listed as a linebacker, but he's actually an edge rusher. So he'll go into the linebacking core. So a true defensive end. Well, obviously the black delegation gets Myles Garrett.
Yep.
Really
They need 2 though.
You need 2.
Micah Parsons.
They have Micah Parsons, or they have
Yeah.
Hassan Reddick, or they have
Joe Burrows. Thibodeau, or
yeah.
So Joe Burrow's gonna die.
Or any of the Bosa brothers.
Yeah, but those are the white ones.
Oh, that's true. Starting. Who was our? Are we gonna go Bosa for like our main, like Nick Bosa for our true defensive end white guy?
Yeah, we need 2 though.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm doing 1 and 1. So I had Myles Garrett, and I was doing the white guy to like go with him. Like the way
Nick Bosa.
The way I've been trying to do this is like every time we name one, we name like the counterpart for the other.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, Nick Bosa, I think.
Okay. So then, got Micah Parsons. Said.
Mm-hmm. Our number 2.
No, he counts as an outside linebacker. He does not count as a defender.
Oh.
Huh. See, this is where it gets tough, dude, because all the people we think of as like nasty are actually linebackers.
What about Kayvon Thibodeau?
He's an outside linebacker.
Josh Allen.
It's so funny because it's like QB. Nope, he's also an outside linebacker.
Neil Hunter.
Outside,
Montez Sweat.
outside linebacker. Montez Sweat is a defensive end, as is Josh Sweat, actually.
We're going to go Montez.
Well, hold on. What am I thinking of? What about who's the dude that just got traded to San Francisco? Chase Daniel?
Traded to San Francisco.
Yeah, from Washington.
Oh.
Chase
Oh.
Young.
Chase Young.
Yeah. But he's definitely.
Sounds good to me.
And now we need to. Do we need to find another? Yeah.
Yep. And I'm going to sound like a homer here, but Trey Hendrickson.
No, I agree.
Because he also drops into coverage
Right.
and plays like a linebacker slot. So with that receiving core, you're going to need to play a lot of zone, and you're going to need him to drop back every once in a while. So I think he's the safe pick there.
Oh, you know who we forgot, dude?
Hmm.
Fucking Max Crosby.
Oh.
Yeah. Max Crosby's nasty, and so is Aiden Hutchinson. But I will allow you Trey Hendrickson over Max Crosby.
Yeah, because I don't know how much Max Crosby drops into coverage too.
I don't think he even bothers because the fucking Raiders, they're just trying to keep up, you know?
Yeah.
So let's see. Outside linebacker, J. Watt. Sure. Who, Joey Bosa?
For linebacker core?
Yeah, well, basically, let's outside linebacker. The linebackers are different. Obviously, that'll be what's Fred Warner.
Logan Wilson's got to go in that.
So this also Micah Parsons. Put him on there.
Mm-hmm.
No, I do. I need to.
Didn't we say Kayvon Thibodeau?
Well, that or Khalil Mack's there.
Yeah, let's go Khalil Mack.
Inside linebacker, we just said Fred. I don't.
Logan Wilson. Logan Wilson. Bengals middle linebacker. He's filthy. Then that brings us to the part where the game is going to be lost.
We still need another inside line.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
What about Bobby Wagner?
White people?
Well, considering he's black, I'm going to go ahead and say no.
Just, you know what's funny is as I said that, I was like, no, I know he's black, but his just name, I was like, that's got to be a white guy. You know?
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Is Alex
And then for
Anzalone, is
the
he white? I think he is, right?
he sounds it.
Oh, dude, he's like Thor. He's like the Trevor Lawrence of
Yeah.
defensemen. Yeah, no, he's
Yep.
going in. That's all we got.
Yeah. A little bit of blonde hair, blue eye action going on.
Yeah. Okay, so then we need one black line. I said the word black. I'm gonna go CJ Mo
Yeah,
Jets.
that made me a little uncomfortable, but hey, what are we gonna do?
Okay. Then yes, on to the secondary, which is where the white people will. Um, Safety, do Buda Baker, Quandre Diggs, like
Justin
Justin
Simmons, Kyle
Simmons.
Hamilton.
Yes, I'd probably go. What about Micah Hyde? Um, and Minka Fitzpatrick, dude. Oh my god, we have no shot, no shot.
Mm-mm.
um,
And that's not even the cornerbacks.
I know. I guess I'm gonna go Buda Baker. Obviously, I think he's like the only thing that, like the only shining diamond in Arizona right now.
I'm okay with that.
And Justin Simmons, you think is the other?
Um,
Patrick or Diggs?
let's let's go make a Fitzpatrick.
I know he's having a monster season.
Mm-hmm. That
And
he is.
obviously, the one shining beacon in secondary is going to rank Reed Blankenship and Harrison Smith. But I'm Harrison Smith. I'm putting at corner. I actually don't know. I cannot think of two more white people who play in the secondary, dude.
Um, give me some white people.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna cheat a little bit, and I'm gonna go to this article that we put it together. White versus Black Ross. Uh, Dude, they made their cornerback is Hunter Renfro and Braxton Berrios because they're hardworking special teamers. They're not starters.
Hmm.
I don't even see Harrison Smith on this roster. Their safeties are Reed Blankenship and Gunnar.
I'm sorry, who?
Um, Gunnar Oslowski.
There's a Riley Ross.
Riley Ross.
Riley Ross.
We're gonna do this surely. Got it.
He's a cornerback. I think the Broncos.
It's Riley
The
Moss.
Broncos have a really white team.
It's Riley Moss
Oh,
then.
Riley Moss. Yeah.
Okay.
The Broncos have a really white team.
Yeah. So then for quarter we have Stephon Gilmore, Jair
Or
Alexander,
Sauce.
Sauce Gardner. Yeah,
Deron Bland.
who they have on here is Ahmad, Chavarius Ward, Trayvon Diggs,
Ramsey.
Patrick Surtain.
I'm putting Mr. Pick Six up there.
Really?
Yeah, he's gonna. Here's the thing. He gets burnt a lot, but he's not getting burnt by this wide receiver core.
That's true. It is easy coverage for him. He can just sit and watch Joey.
Yeah.
And then
He does. He. But the thing is, if we have Sauce, it doesn't matter anyways because he's gonna be on either Adam Thielen or fucking.
yeah, actually, that's the same. Or no, you go into their starting safety is or DBs is Patrick Surtain and Sauce Gardner, and they started Minka Fitzpatrick and Derwin James as their safeties.
I think they got that right.
Yeah, I forgot about Derwin James, but I'm not upset. I mean, we have Um, Fitzpatrick, and Baker. So I mean, it's not
Yeah.
pick your poison. That's the fucking. It's a comedy. The fucking skill gap in the secondary between the black and the white team, dude. It's not even fucking funny. They picked the same three receivers we did. They did Raheem Mostert for their running back, which is interesting. Their D line's scary. Hassan Reddick, Miles Garrett, Aaron Donald, Chris Jones. Ugh.
No thanks.
I actually forgot about Roquan Smith, and
But the white people got a good O line though.
oh, dude, yeah. Listen to this: Lane Johnson, Zach Martin, Jason Kelsey, Joel Bitonio, and David Bakhtiari. And then our D line is TJ, according to them, because obviously the roster builder I'm doing is position by position, but they did edge rushers and the middle linemen because that's how the world is now. They got TJ Watt, the Bosa brothers, and Max Crosby.
On the line?
Yeah, they put 4 defensive ends in. Just said fuck it.
That's terrifying.
I would say a pretty solid linebacker on there that I forgot about is Leighton Vander Esch.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on to punter.
Pick one.
Pick one. Then I'm gonna go with Riley. Riley Dixon out of Denver, just because he played for Camden in high school.
Andy's probably been busy out there.
Yeah, and then apparently, what is Marquette King? This dude said I put an asterisk on Marquette King because he played in the NFL once, but finding a black punter is harder than finding a white quarterback. But Pittsburgh has Presley Harvin, so that's what I'm gonna go.
Sounds good to me. Welcome to the team. I mean, I'm not on the team, but
Right.
you are. So.
And then kicker is going to be Justin Tucker.
Yep.
I guess Justin the kicker, but a lot of people who did this gave the black people Asian people as well, and they gave him young Shuku. So
You know what? I like that. I'll allow that.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him young Shuku.
I'll allow that.
So, all right. So the final roster that we have, and I will make a graphic for this. Is Joe Burrow versus Lamar Jackson, Nick Chubb versus Christian McCaffrey, Cooper Kupp. I gotta go down the bench. Sorry. Hunter Renfrow, Adam Thielen versus AJ Brown, Tyreek Hill, and Justin Jefferson. Travis Kelce versus David Njoku. Quentin Nelson. Quentin Nelson and Zach Martin versus Shaq Mason and Mike Onwenu. Jason Kelsey, Voices, Lloyd Cushenberry, and Trent Williams versus David Bakhtiari, and Lane Johnson versus Chukwuma Okorafor. Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald and Chris Jones versus Vita Vea and Harrison Phillips. The defensive end matchup of Myles Garrett and Chase Young versus Trey Hendrickson and Nick Bosa. EJ Watt and Joey Bosa versus Khalil Mack and Micah Parsons. Fred Warner and CJ Mosley versus Logan Wilson and Alex Anzalone. Buda Baker and Sauce Gardner versus Reed Blankenship and Sorry, I fucked that up. Buda Baker
Yeah.
and Minka Fitzpatrick versus Reed Blankenship and Harrison Smith. And then Sauce Gardner, Deron Bland. And we didn't even give White cornerbacks. We just gave up. So we just gave up.
Yeah. That's where it ended.
Yeah. And then obviously the punters and kickers, but who cares? But so I mean, honestly, the white offense versus the black defense is actually a game I'd sign up for. But fuck, man, when that black offense goes against the white defense, it's gonna be a gong show. Lamar Jackson's gonna have 550 yards passing. Am I out of pocket there?
Oh, sorry. There was a loud crash downstairs. So I was making sure everything was okay. What was that again?
I said
That last part?
Oh, I said that Lamar Jackson's going to have 550 yards passing.
Yeah. And then probably... Actually, I don't think he'd get a lot of rushing yards against that line.
No, I don't think so either. And I think that the linebackers are good too. It's just the secondary that's the problem.
Yeah. Even the safeties, I think the cornerbacks are just going to be in for a wild ride.
Oh, why? Yeah, a
But
ride is it right terminology for that?
I feel like offensively with Joey B, Travis Kelce, and Cooper Kupp, they could move the ball fairly easy with CMC too. You'd have to run a lot of screens. The
Right. They're
occasional
going to
deep
have to
throw, but
run.
get the ball out quick.
They're going to have to run an offense in which they get the secondary out of position. The black team is just going to be able to do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
Just...
Do I think the white team wins? No.
No, God, no.
Do I think it's a close game? And by close, I mean within 14 points. I think it'd be pretty close.
I think it'd be pretty close.
I think it'd be within 14 points, yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm saying 48-20.
No, I think with the white team, they're going to have to eat up a lot of clock.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it all depends on how how they play.
True.
You know, if you have the white team just eating up clock and eating up clock and eating up clock, I think they could win that game. But I think the key is going to be don't allow the black team to be on the field very long.
Yes.
So
Very similar to playing
the Chiefs.
like the Chiefs in their prime. Like the whole way to play the Chiefs was just to keep Patrick Mahomes off the field.
Yeah. That's it. You can win the game by doing that.
All right. Well, I think we did a good job. I'm impressed with it. I will make a little graphic to post along with this episode so that way it looks cool. We look like we did something cool. We'll be like, what?
So you want to talk Kazi? Steelers.
Oh,
safety,
the dude that's like banned?
Yeah, he got the season suspension for what I would like to call a attempted murder on Michael Pittman.
Yeah.
You know, we've spoke here in the past about how the league is getting soft and some of these hits are kind of questionable. That one was not. I think there was intent behind that. I don't know. Did you see the hit?
Yes. But
so
also the dude got thrown a fucking hospital ball. Like Gardner Minshew threw that shit up for the birds.
Oh no. I agree. But at the same time, it's not a situation where he was diving and couldn't prevent it. he just had to dive. He just had to die.
He just-
Um, just kill. Um, he it looked like he was intentionally aiming for the head to me. Just the way he launched himself.
yeah.
Um, which obviously has no place in the game. I'd be kind of interested to see. Did they say he was suspended for the season or indefinitely?
No, this he's suspended for the rest of of like this year. So like even if the Steelers make the postseason, he can't play in those games either.
No, they're not going to, so it doesn't matter there.
Right.
So, in other words, he got hit with a 3-game suspension.
Basically, yeah.
So, I think that's pretty much on par with what they've been doing. I think a lot of people lose focus when you say he's suspended for the rest of the season, just because it sounds like a long time. But you got to remember, there's only 3 weeks left.
Right.
Um, but obviously, he's going to appeal it. I'm assuming.
I mean, I would.
I mean, what's the worst that happens? They tell you no, you're.
Yeah. Oh no, I have to keep my suspension. Wow, things are the same way they were before I started this process.
Yeah. Oh, actually, they said he's eligible for the postseason
Oh.
if they make it. So it's at heart a 3-game suspension. Um, I just, I don't know. I think that could have been prevented.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Um, and I don't know. It's not like he was going for the ball. If he was going for the ball, that's one thing.
Right.
But that's just where I stand on it.
Yeah, I mean it's tough. I get very I don't want to say invested, but I just get one of those things where like in slow motion everything looks worse.
Mm.
So it's hard for me to confidently be like, "Oh yeah, dude, he was like totally the goal there was to just like basically break that dude's neck." And like I just don't believe that for a second.
No. But it didn't look good in regular speed either. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
the hit itself. And that's the thing. You got these guys running full speed. They have to make judgments in literally a millisecond.
Right.
Um I just think I don't know. And maybe it's just the way it looked that kind of raises red flags. You
Probably
know,
because it
like
was one of
the
those.
hit looks bad, you're more likely to be like, "Oh my god, look at that."
Right. It's
Uh,
it's wild. Um, it definitely. I mean, I just can't get over like that Gardner Minshew would throw that ball. But the biggest, I guess, the biggest and most egregious fact of it is the fact that he's looking at the ground, which is like the textbook way of being like, this is not how we're supposed to play the game right now, you know.
yeah.
So that's tough, but you know that's brutal.
I mean, it's a suspension. He'll have to deal with that.
Yeah, is it without pay?
I I don't know.
I'd assume so. It's
I
a
didn't see.
disciplinary penalty. So.
Yeah, I didn't see any without pay or with pay designation on it. Um, I think honestly, I think he appeals it and gets a 2-game, but he did get ejected from that game too,
Right.
which you don't really see very often anymore. I don't think in pro football.
Um, I guess. I don't know, cause was it was
Oh,
the Eagles game the dude got
he
kicked out.
suspended without pay.
Okay.
So,
Forget who the dude
the
was.
one against the Niners?
Yeah, against Big Dom. No?
Yeah. Yeah, he's not even allowed on the sidelines anymore, is he?
For the rest of the season.
Which he didn't even do anything wrong.
No, I know. It's not like he threw hands with the dude.
No. I don't know. Oh, shit. I don't know if this is legitimate, and I really don't think it is, but it's kind of a funny story if it is.
Uh-huh.
Report, keep in mind this is coming off X. Report, Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill had a third child this year with 3 different women.
What?
2 of the baby mamas have just filed paternity suits. Hill reportedly has 7 children and just got married a couple of weeks ago. Like I said, I don't know if I buy any of it,
Right.
but he's just doing it all this year.
Doing all he can.
Yeah. Actually, people are reporting this was New York Post posted recently married Tyreek Hill with 2 paternity suits
I believe that.
6 days ago. And then 10 hours ago, the Daily Mail, which take it or leave
I
it,
was gonna say it's a tabloid.
Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill had a third child this year by yet another woman. So, maybe. Although if he just got married, that makes sense why they call him Cheetah. Um, that's nuts. Yeah. I don't know. I like reading some of that shit. You just kind of look at and you're like, there's no way this is real.
Yeah, you're just like, huh. All you can say
It's
is,
just
huh.
like, oh, okay. But
Um, so speaking of huh, we were talking a bit about it earlier, but you're into breaks, and so just before we dive into our what's the word, NFL recap, I'd like to take a quick moment to address. Stop being fucking scumbags when it comes to trading cards, dude. Should be $130 for a Panini Prestige pack at Walmart that actually retails for $59.99 just because flippers want to go buy the whole fucking store out and then sell them for $130 on eBay or do breaks at $25 a fucking team. Be better.
On that note, real quick, shout out to Overtime Breaks. If you're on Facebook, go check it out.
Yes, they are. Dustin and Nick are very, very good. They're very honest. And they'll let you pick if you actually want to keep your base cards or not, because a lot of people don't. And they only ship hits. But those guys, you paid, they'll give you whatever you fucking want. And
Great
I
dudes.
appreciate that. And that's really what you should get to. But like diving into breaks, I think it was you that introduced me to the raffle groups. But it started out as
Yeah.
memorabilia, and then I don't know when it changed to breaks. But fuck, man, it just feels like TikTok's overwhelming.
It's everywhere on TikTok.
It's everywhere.
Everywhere.
Those shops,
Everybody's a
dude.
breaker now.
Yeah, everybody's a fucking breaker. Everybody does things. The prices are absolutely ridiculous. You can't go onto Panini and pre-order anything anymore because they're all sold out to breakers. Everybody's registered as a fucking shop. It's
It's a touch ridiculous. Personally, I would like to get into like I have some cards. I don't have tons. 'Cause like I said earlier, I only do breaks just because I don't want a bunch of cards of teams I don't like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like even with Nico and now with you, I've been saving up my Eagles. Any Eagles cards I get, I literally just put to the side. And I'm like, I'm gonna give those to Trav, and the Giants cards go to Nico, and it's like they hold no value to me.
Right. I'm the same way.
Obviously, if I hit like a 1 of 1 downtown
Jalen
Justin
Hurts.
Herbert,
Right.
nobody's getting that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's getting sold. But I mean, the market's ridiculous because I remember when I was a kid, you could get a giant box of cards for like $20, and now it's like $20 for a pack.
Yeah. If you want anything that's
Which
decent, like you can get that shitty, you know, $5
Leaf,
pack, but you're not gonna.
Sage,
Yeah, they're shitty cards. Like it's not even that. Like if you're into collecting, who cares in terms of like whether you get quote unquote value out of the pack? But the problem with the cheap packs now is that they're just shitty cards. Period.
yeah. And I mean, like I think it's Sage has cheap boxes where you can actually hit like, I grabbed a box one time just to rip, and um, it was Leaf or Sage or whatever the hell it was, but there was like 120 cards in this thing. None of them are worth anything. You try and sell them, you're selling them for like a nickel a piece. But there was 3 autos guaranteed, so I was like, I'll give it a shot. And the autos weren't anything great, but there's a chance at like Bryce Young. Um, but even those, and then like, I just don't like the way they look. You know what I'm saying? And I don't collect to sell, which a lot of people do, and I think that's kind of ruined part of the hobby.
Right.
Um, but it's one of those things where I collect to if I want guys on my team. You know,
Right.
I'll
I'm the
display
same
my
way. It's a display case thing for me.
yeah. Like I have tons of cards that are like base cards for the Bengals just from breaks and stuff. But I also I have like a Jamar Chase Heroes I got in a break last year, numbered to 249, that I'll proudly display. But like I'm not gonna go out and drop 2 grand on a hobby box and hope that I can turn around and sell it for more than that. Like I get there's a market in it, and I get during COVID I think that's when it really started to pick up. But it kind of ruins the hobby because people are just trying to capitalize off it. And it's
Right.
like that's
And
not the point in a hobby. A point in a hobby is, to actually just do it for the joy. And I think that's kind of ruining the hobby.
right, and that's been a big pet peeve of mine as well. Has been exactly like because you're like kind of a piece of shit about it. You're ruining it for people who aren't even doing it for like profitary gains. They're just doing it to genuinely collecting because they're trying to build up a collection to the point where they can trade to get what they want, which is what I'm doing. I'm buying packs of cards not only because I find them interesting and it's kind of get that adrenaline rush when you see a parallel or something in the back or a mem card in there and you get to open it up and you're like shit, but mostly because I want to have a collection where if I go onto Reddit or I go on to COMC or I go onto Facebook and I see somebody with a card that I want, like, a Chris Kreider patch or a Jalen Hurts thing, and I can be like, hey, who do you like? Who like, what can we trade? And then I have that option. Like, that's what it's for. It's not, you shouldn't be going into this fucking thing for the sole purpose of making a shit ton of money.
Yeah, and I think once you make a hobby your business, it's no hobby.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't know. I mean, I don't know about you. I remember when I was a kid collecting cards and stuff. I remember when Andy Dalton, I still have 2 or 3 Andy Dalton rookie cards that I went and bought at the store, and they were low numbered, and I only got them for like $20. You know, nowadays you have cards of quarterbacks that are promising who haven't done anything.
Right.
Like Anthony Richardson's prices are ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean,
That are going for
the
in the
CJ the
thousands.
CJ Stroud downtown right now is going for $5 grand. ungraded.
Mm-hmm.
That's just not
Exactly.
sustainable.
No, and I think it's going to come crashing down.
Oh, for sure.
And to my understanding, Panini is losing the cards, I think is what it is. In the next couple years, it's going to switch to Fanatics,
Really, Fanatics
which,
sucks.
yeah.
Fanatics is getting the NFL
So,
cards.
yeah, that's what my assumption was. That's why when Panini lost the right to the players' names or something like that, um, it was a big deal because they switched to Fanatics, but it was like ahead of schedule. Um,
That's crazy that they
so
NFLPA swaps Panini Fanatics as trading card battle. Fanatics is
so
partnership with the
development means that
NFL, NBA, and MLB.
Panini still owns the right to produce NBA basketball cards through 2025. I'm not sure when Fanatics starts, but
That's crazy. I didn't even know Fanatics
yeah,
made. Oh, that's
2026.
why Fanatics bought Tops in 2022. So it's Tops that's taking over.
Yep.
I was like, Fanatics doesn't even fucking make cards. It's like, what are they gonna
Yeah,
do?
yeah, well, yeah, it'll be Tops, but it's owned by Fanatics, so it's
Yeah,
under Fanatics.
yeah. They acquired Tops in 2022, and after the acquisition of the deal, they like this.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what that means. Um, but Panini also could just be selling their cards for ridiculous prices just because they know they're losing it.
That could be.
But
You know, they could be just trying to jank the market up just to get as much as they can. That's
yeah,
fuck. That's fucking. Like I never even affiliated Tops with the NFL. I always Tops to me was
they
always was baseball.
they always were baseball. I think they used to do Tops football cards though.
Well, Tops used to be like the brand, like it used to be like the brand of trading cards. But like I always, you know what I mean? Like it's like you think of Tops, you think of baseball cards. Like, they have like I can see right here, 1989 traded football picture cards. So like they were in the business back in the day. But like
Yeah,
I can't. Of late, I've only ever thought of Panini, specifically Don Russ, when it came to NFL trading
football.
cards. So that's fucking crazy. I guess the Chrome and the Bowman series will megas.
Yeah, the Bowman U cards are pretty nice.
They are. Hopefully they do Inception, dude. The Inception baseball cards are so sick looking.
Hmm. You know what though? I'm more big on memorabilia, mini helmet. I love mini helmets.
I like Mem.
I have way too many of them.
My I guess my say my concern because they're worth it. The the particular issue I have with Mem in terms of me building up a decent repertoire is the fact that the barrier of entry is very high. Usually you're in it for a minimum of like $100 for anything, unless you get into those breaks, which I mean I don't know how much, or I guess raffles is like it for that than a break. But I don't know how much money you put into your raffles before you actually hit one of your helmets.
Um, I put in quite a bit, but at the same time, like what I hit kind of balances it out. You know what I'm saying?
Like I did get really lucky on
For
eBay.
example,
I mean, I got a Hassan Reddick signed Eagles jersey for $50.
I got in one where I paid $10 for the spot, and I won a Jamar Chase Salute the Service mini helmet, and ended up getting $75 cash back. So that one cost me negative $65. You know what I'm saying?
How did you
So,
how did you manage that?
because Jamar Chase wasn't the highest one in there, There was a couple other that were worth more, but being a Bengals fan, I don't really have a need for. I think it was a Brett Favre and I think actually Herbie was an option in that one too. I didn't have a need for a Herbie. You know what I'm saying? I was in it for the chase, and $75 back was just a bonus. But yeah, oh yeah, I was happy as a clam.
Is the
Um,
general going rate for mini helmets $100?
Depends on the player. Depends on where you get them. If you do online marketplaces, it tends to be lower. Like your Facebook, your buy sell trade pages, stuff like that, they tend to be lower priced because you're buying off somebody who's selling. Then again, the risk of getting scammed is higher.
Right.
Um, but for the most part, that's where they start. Um, like I said, it all depends on how you do it. If you go online, sometimes you can get some deals. Like I, I've gotten, I bought one that was like if you went retail or like to a website, it'd be like 70, $80. I got it for 50. Um, Finding your market's a big thing. Like I found a place called Play Ball Inc.
Uh huh.
and they actually do the signings for Bengals.
Okay.
So like they don't do like Joe and Jamar because Joe's with Fanatics and Jamar Chases with has his own signing thing. Um, they don't really have much of them, but like Jadobe Awuzie will go to a signing and then they'll sell mini helmets after the fact for $70, $80,
I see.
which at that point is worth it to me. Like, not a lot of people are going to know who he is, but my favorite player on the Bengals is actually Ted Karras, their center,
You love
because he
centers.
does. I do. I love centers. He does a lot of work with people with developmental disabilities and stuff. Like he's actually up for Walter Payton Man of the Year because of his Cincy Hat project, which helps fund like a group home type thing in Indiana without getting into too much detail.
Right.
So like as somebody who works in that field, it's important to me. Um, his mini helmet for I think it was like $65 on that Play Ball link. So it all depends on where you go. If you can find out who does signings for Eagles players and then find their website, usually you can find deals. But like I said, there's so many levels to it. It's not easy to say, this is the blanket. Pristine auctions, I've won many helmets and I've won so many jerseys off there for like $30. 30 or $40 is usually my max, and I've hit
They're
quite a few.
and they're good. Like it's good quality shit.
Yeah, they're all custom jerseys, so they're not like actual jerseys. Um, like the Bengals obviously has the stripes on it, but on the front it doesn't have like the NFL shield or the logo. It doesn't have any Nike swooshes. But the frames I use for them, it doesn't matter anyways.
That's
You
true.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you use the
So
number frames.
yeah. So it all depends on what you're looking for. It depends on who you're looking at. Like Joe Burrow, if you retail a mini helmet for him, it's like $700 or $600.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a mini is 600
Most
bucks.
people, the mini is $600 from
Jesus.
Fanatics. Um, Most people sell them or line them at like 350. So, but I don't think he signs that much. So it's one of those things, supply and demand. Um, but
Right.
because it literally depends on where you look. You can look on eBay. I love Pristine Auction. I've always had good luck with them. Um, the shipping and handling is expensive, and the buyer's fee is expensive. Well, it's not expensive. It depends on how much you spend, but they have all the time on. But this isn't an ad for them, so
Right. All right.
there's
So
that.
we've kind of gone off on our bit about the trading card industry. So we'll take a break and we'll jump into the NFL. All right, thank you guys for, I guess, holding. I don't know. It's like a 10 to 15 second segue, but whatever. We have our third host back. Say hello.
Hello.
He's back from.
Look what the cat dragged in.
He's back from the place where you throw stone balls on wooden floors.
They're not stone.
What are they?
Resin?
Oh. Really?
I'm not fucking Fred Flintstone. Jesus Christ.
I don't know. I was going off the historic concept of bowling. I always thought that they were like resin. I thought
Those were rubber.
Really?
Polyester, urethane, and resin
Polyester.
is what bowling balls.
I legit thought
That's
we
what
were
they're made
just.
of.
I thought we were just yucking granite balls down a fucking alley this whole time, dude. just granite balls that were dyed cool colors. Legit.
No.
That's me. That's
No.
over here. Hey, raising my hand. Thought it was that.
Yeah.
Thought it was basically just another version of curling.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Well, you know what? I guess
they're cast resin.
I guess I know what my I learned today is at the end of the episode. All right, diving right into it. Week 15 was what a ride. Let's just say that. What a ride.
Dude, started out
Brutal. R.I.P. Chargers fans, dude.
Is Nate okay?
Yeah.
Dude, he's actually just given up.
Yeah.
And so
Welcome to
if you didn't watch the Chargers game and you heard Easton Stick had 257 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 pick, you'd be like, all right, you'd sign up for that, right? You'd be like, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Except they got beat 63-21. It is the first time since the 1920s that 2 teams have put up 60 points or more in a season.
Sounds about right.
Damn. You know, I could see the
Chargers were down
Dolphins putting up
49 to
70.
nothing at one point.
You know what? I can get on board with the Dolphins putting up 70. Like, I look at that offense and go, okay, that makes sense. The Raiders, I don't know if you know this. The week before lost 3-0.
And also, it was only 4 days before that game.
Yep.
Because it was a Thursday night game. So they played Sunday and then put up 0 points. And then played Thursday and put up 63 points. Which,
Yeah.
if you split that, those are still 2 pretty good performances because you're talking 31 and 32
30 and
points.
33. Yeah.
However you want to split it.
I mean, to put it in perspective, they in between those 2 games, they outscored their opponent by almost 40 points and still are 1-1 in those 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's just fucking wild.
Yeah, that's actually crazy when you put it that way. Also,
That's
defense had 14 points. It's crazy. on the jumping into the rest of the week because that game was a fucking dud, 42-0 at the half. The Bengals and Vikings game was probably game of the week.
That was a wild ride.
That game was spicy.
That was a wild ride, to say the least.
I mean, the Vikings did everything they could to lose that game.
Yeah.
You just need to be honest, James. But a win's a win, right? 8-6, back in Cincinnati.
That T. Higgins touchdown was filthy.
Yeah, that was actually one of the best touchdowns I've ever seen in terms of like just pure situational game awareness.
Mm-hmm. Keep the feet in, throw the ball around, fuck it. What do you got to lose at that point? I mean, if you throw it out of the back of the end zone, it's a safety, but oh no, it's not. Be a touchback.
Yeah.
Either way. Yeah, wild game. Jake Browning has ice in his veins,
Yes, he does.
and I'm here for it.
So good dub for the Bengals, still in the playoff hunt.
They're calling him Jake Frost, is what
all right.
Bengals fans are calling him.
You guys
Don't know how I feel about that.
You guys are the fucking lamest fan base on earth, but okay.
We're still in third place in the division, but it's fine.
Which is because the Steelers lost to the Colts, despite Gardner Minshew committing attempted murder. Man,
yeah.
I was gonna say, did you watch that ball, Nico? Because that was
I sure fucking did.
That was the definition of a hospital ball.
Literally.
I mean,
speaking of,
yeah,
next week have the Colts beat the Steelers.
Right? Yeah, the Colts beat the Steelers 30-13, and I mean, it says I like how the little caption here is Gardner Minshew got the most out of his depleted supporting cast. I wonder why it's depleted.
Oh, Pittman got deleted.
Yeah.
Jesus
Christ.
I mean, it was very nice of him to air a preview for the next episode of the First 48 just right during the middle of the game. Yeah. I don't know how you throw that ball.
No. I don't know. He definitely had
I don't know why you throw that ball.
He definitely had a misread because I don't think if he sees that defense the way it is that he throws that ball. But
I mean, unless like Pittman kissed his girlfriend or something. I mean, Jesus.
That's true. We don't know the inside there. That could be very intentional. You're right. Moving on from assault, the Lions were their Dr. Hyde versions this week, 42-17.
They also we're not moving on from assault because that's what the Lions did to the Broncos.
Yeah, that's fair. Jared Goff, 278 yards, 5 touchdowns. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 7 receptions, 112 yards, touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with 100 yards on 11 carries, by the way. Are you
that's
kidding me? 11 carries, 100 yards.
How do you
9.1 per carry.
Yep.
34-yard breakaway. Did Jared Goff have a day? 24 for 34, 278 yards, 5 touchdowns, no picks, rating of 134.6. Good Lord.
Yeah.
What a fucking good day for him.
Did the Broncos ever so get handled? Ever so. Which is fine, you know. The Browns and the Bears, surprisingly close game. The Bears lost that. They shouldn't have. Honestly, the Browns should have lost. The Browns should have lost. Just gonna keep saying it. Yeah. Joe Flacco, 374 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks.
I feel like that's been the theme of this season, though. It's been the Browns should have lost that. The Browns should have lost that. The Browns should have lost that.
Just every week.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, every week they're just finding ways. I mean, good teams find ways to win, but I feel like they're like that kid that doesn't study or do his homework.
Right.
He gets a 75 in the class because he got 100 on his final.
Right.
That is the definition of the Brown season, I think, in my humble opinion.
What am I not understanding? Because I'm looking at the stats of this game. Joe Flacco had 374 yards, but Cleveland had 377 total yards.
That's because he had 3 sacks for 18 yards. They had 86. That can't be right.
No. Because they had
Even if you take
he
away
had 348 net yards, and then they had that's right, 348 net yards passing, and then 29 yards rushing is all they had.
He had 4 for 31 yards. Zach.
That's because I'm looking at the Bears. Never mind.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah.
when you take the 348 yards passing
Okay.
and add the 29 yards rushing, then yes.
And then you take away the 31 yards of sacks.
Already done that.
Buddy, that's included in the math that I did. If you'd fucking listen, James, I literally said 374 yards. However, his net gains were 348, and then you come in fucking 20 seconds later and are like, "Well, you have to take away the sacks, 31 yards, sacks."
I was talking myself through it in my head. Go away.
Pay the fuck attention.
Then fucking do it in your head instead of out loud, you fucking plebeian.
Justin Fields starting for the Bartown Pee Wee Giants, 148 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Good for him. Good for him. Total offense for the Chicago Bears is not great. 148 yards passing, 88 yards rushing. I think that's like 240 yards.
236, but yeah.
Okay.
236.
So that part where I said I think that's like 236 would be in the category because you round up, it'd be 240.
No. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Time of possession, I think, was the closest I've ever seen it in my life.
What was it?
29 minutes to 31 minutes. And not even like 29:01 to 30:59. It's literally 29:00 to 31:00.
Wow.
It's clean.
That's a bookkeeper's
Yeah.
name.
The 6 turnovers in the game are the opposite of clean, but hey, what are you going to do?
Jesus. Moving on, the Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield, have yourself a day against the Jordan Love Packers in Lambeau, I might add. Baker Mayfield, 381 yards, 4 touchdowns. Is it Chris? I think it's Chris Godwin, right?
Yes, Chris
Godwin, dude. Have yourself a day, buddy.
10 for 155.
Yeah, dude. Have a day. It's honestly a shame the dude had 155 yards and no touchdowns, considering Baker Mayfield threw for 4. So that's
completing almost 80% of his passes. That's
right. Dude, Baker, honestly, dude, I think Baker belongs on the Lions because he's also Jekyll and Hyde. You never know what Baker's coming out of that fucking tunnel. You could get 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, perfect QBR, or you could get 123 yards and 4 picks.
Yeah, what is he going to be? Is he going to be Brett Favre or is he going to be fucking Johnny Manziel?
Right.
You just don't know.
Right.
I think he'd fit in perfect on the Lions.
He would.
I think that,
except for Dan Campbell want to beat his ass because he's a cocky little shit.
Yeah. I still haven't forgiven him for planting the Oklahoma flag at Ohio State.
Okay, well, I don't know. Seek therapy about that, I guess. It was a time ago.
I can deal with it.
Right.
Oh, well. Speaking of needing to deal with it,
Titans?
Trash. The Jets.
Oh, we're going to skip.
Oh, I was going to say the Jets trash.
We cursed the Jets, bro, but we'll get into that.
We did.
The Texans got away with one without CJ Stroud or Tank Dell, so good for them, man. They're 8-6. They're in the hunt. The Titans, I don't know, dude. They're just bad. They're like not bad, but they're bad. They're like the best bad team.
I mean, they're
5-9.
5-9.
Yeah, that's a losing record, buddy. They're gonna go 8-9.
I watched some of that game. They just let Will Levis die.
Yeah, dude. Did you see the fucking one meme where they were like Will Levis out here looking like Peter Griffin, and they have him like falling
Yes.
over with the knee twisted and shit?
They're just letting him get hit. They're just, I think the offensive line is mad at him.
Yeah, he might have. I don't know. He might have.
Tannehill's like, you know what? Have some of my money. Let him die. And they're just like die, and yeah, just let him die. 7 sacks for 61 yards. It's fucking wild. They took away almost fucking a quarter. They took over a quarter of his yards away. Like, what are we doing here, friends?
Right. Brutal.
Poor guy.
But yeah, so we just addressed it, but the Dolphins and the Dolphins win 30-0. And the reason for that is that Nico and I switched our picks.
Yep.
That's why.
I should have stayed with the fucking
The Dolphins.
yeah.
Should have stayed with the Dolphins. We thought Tyreek Hill would be a big deal because the Jets secondary is like the best in the fucking league, and you know what? It didn't matter. It did not matter.
Oh, and
Is
going
Zach
back
Wilson
to your
the
question,
problem there?
Is what?
Or you
No,
think it's
Zach's
the-
not the problem. It's the offensive line, dude.
it's the Jets in general.
Right. It's just the Jets being Jets.
Yeah.
Also, if going back to your question earlier, bowling did not go well, so I just sent you a video of how well it did go.
Okay. That's a rough spare there, bud.
Yep.
And is zooming on your score? It can't be great if they're doing this. Oh no.
No, not the score.
Just the spare part?
Just the speed.
What was the speed? Oh, 24 miles an hour. You fucking chucked it and you're done. Get the fuck off.
That's how fucking well it
You were
went.
like,
All three shots
you're like-
shots in the 10th frame were over 24.5 miles an hour.
Just get me out of here.
Yep, just get me out of here. I'm done. Fuck this game. Fuck being here.
You
I
should
want to go home.
at that point, you should have just shot putted it down the fucking lane, dude. I mean, for fuck's sake.
Are you guys on the ESPN site tracking these scores too?
Yes, but
What
our
scores?
games are different.
You don't have to be. I want you to guess the headline for the Chiefs Patriots game because it makes you want to fucking throw up.
Oh, let me guess. Taylor Swift cries about Travis Kelce not getting a DPI.
Close.
More or less,
Oh.
I guess.
Chiefs beat Patriots 27-17 to thrill Taylor Swift Swifties in crowd.
Fuck off.
Bro, Jessica Simpson did
I'm
it
done.
first.
I'm all done, sports. Goodbye. All done. Fuck this shit. First, I gotta watch the stupid fucking Eras Tour movie, and now I gotta fucking read about fucking Taylor Swift on fucking
Why do you have to
ESPN,
watch the
taking away
Eras
one
movie?
fucking thing. I already did. I had
Why
to
are
because
you
my wife
walking
is a
away
Swift
when
fan.
you're
Are
saying
you
that?
My
pacing
wife-
right now?
No, I was about to unplug my mic and just call it a life.
James, just get
I was
yourself
we're done.
get yourself a handful of beaver nuggets and calm down.
That would be fine and dandy, but I already ate them all because they don't last in my house, and that's why I'm not ordering anymore.
Really? It's risky.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm heading to
Yeah.
Houston for a week. I might grab you some.
okay. Listen, here's the thing.
Are you pre-diabetic or something?
If I keep eating those, I'm gonna fucking be. Jesus Christ. They came in, I sat down with the bag and started eating. I was like, I'm gonna eat this whole fucking bag in one setting.
Yeah, it is brutal, dude.
It's
Anyways,
rough.
we'll save.
I don't
We'll
appreciate
save.
you for introducing me to that, but
We'll save the Buckies. I might go. I might do a TikTok video from the Buckies in Houston. Just cause it's part of the podcast now.
Oh,
So the Chiefs beat the Patriots 27-17. Honestly, I was worried there for a second because it was 14-10 at the half. And I was like, is this really going to happen? And then it didn't. And I got sad. But no pie to the face for me, at least. As much as that breaks everybody else's heart. Oh my god. Oh, I almost got
forgot about that.
I almost got a cataclysmic Charlie horse. Like, it would have been brutal. I felt it. I stretched out just in time. Dude, Tommy Cutlets did not have a day, Nico.
No, he didn't.
He did get a concussion.
We're back to those fucking offensive line issues.
Yeah. Tyrod comes in again.
And, you know, no, that was because he fucking, DeVito almost died.
No, I know.
But I saw something today. The percentage of quarterbacks that throw to their first read. And Daniel Jones and Tommy DeVito are 1 and 2.
It's because they don't have time.
When you don't have time.
No, they do, actually. Daniel Jones sits in the middle of the pack at like 2.6 seconds, and Tommy DeVito is like top 15 at 2.8. So the problem is that they're always locking onto the first read, and that's causing most of their offensive struggles, I think.
Look at you.
They're just like, this is who I'm supposed to throw to this time, so fuck it, I hope he's open.
You fucking sleuth, you.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think he'll just be happy if he can see again after bouncing his head off the turf like a basketball.
Well, he came back into the game, so I think he's fine.
What? No.
Yeah, no, he did.
Don't fuck with me.
No, he did. I watched the game.
I swear to God.
He came back.
He played the entire second half.
Yeah.
So, quick question. When did they hire the Dolphins medical crew?
Buddy, there's nothing
No, he passed concussion protocol. He didn't get hit to the head. He just fucking got dribbled.
There's nothing better for the safety of your brain than blood that's the thickness of a nice bolognese. Okay?
Jesus.
You don't ever. Why do you think fucking Rocky Balboa took headshot after headshot after headshot? Because Italians don't get concussions.
That's not true.
Yeah, I know. I got one. Not from football. I got it from going head over heels and on a fucking BMX bike into the side of a tree. But still, you get the point.
Didn't you also get one from a telephone pole? I can't remember what you did exactly. Oh, no. That's right.
I hit myself in the head with a baseball bat. Yeah, you're right.
No, that makes it sound like you accidentally love tapped yourself. You swung.
It was broken. Okay, first of all, put it into full context, okay? I swung a broken metal baseball bat over a metal pole, trying to break it completely, assuming that because it was already cracked, it would break just fine, which I was wrong. Instead, it turned it into fucking rubber for 2.5 fucking milliseconds and bounced it back into the middle of my forehead to the point where I had a growth. Looked like a fucking unicorn. In fact, Ron sent me that fucking picture not too long ago. He was like, this is in my memories. I was like, that's crazy because I almost died that night. I should have had a hematoma.
He's like, this is in my memories. And you're like, it's crazy because I don't remember that.
I actually remember everything quite vividly, including going to Cody's mom's house and her going, what the fuck were you thinking?
I remember that night because I showed up to baseball and I go, where's
Was that
Trav?
the same night Macario nearly died?
No, because Trav was there when Macario nearly died. Trav was not there the night I showed up. And I go, where's Trav? Yeah, I showed up to baseball that night. I got out of work, came over, parked my car, got to the field. I go, where's Trav?
Where's Trav?
Somebody goes, Brittany took him to the hospital. And I go, or why? and they proceeded to say he bounced the bat off the pole and it hit him in his cranium.
Oh,
And then I peed a little. And then I go, has anybody talked to him? And I can't remember who it was. It might have been Nate. Goes, oh, it doesn't matter. He's dead now. So we just assumed the end of the world happened. I was like, well, I'm going to text him. And then I didn't hear from you for like 3 days. And then you text me back and just said, my head hurts. And I said, okay.
You guys fucking ready for this?
Yeah.
No.
Fucking in the group
Oh,
chat.
are you sending it to us?
In the group chat right now. Look at that fucking
Let's go.
absolute horn I have forming on the side of my fucking head. I can't believe it.
Oh, that was awesome.
God.
I posted it in 2013 and I captioned it, for anybody who doesn't know, I am an idiot. With Nick, Ron, Eamon, and Jose tagged.
You didn't, I wasn't tagged.
The top comment was, "Hey, what up, concussion?" Oh,
That's fucking great.
fucking, fucking. There was comments like, "Oh, dude, are you gonna be out for Friday night's game?" It's so stupid.
Like we're professionals or something.
I know, dude. The people who track the fucking Watertown Sandlot League are like, "Oh, dude, they took a big loss. Travis is out for 2 to 3 weeks, concussion, self-imposed suspension."
Remember opposite ways and out?
Yeah, I do remember opposite ways and out when we had like 4v4s. The fucking there's a lot of shit. Trust me, we're gonna get into the Sandlot in our special episode.
Yeah.
I'd be upset if we didn't.
The worst game of the week, Panthers Falcons, 9-7. I can't believe the Panthers won a game. Like, holy shit! But
on field goals, just solely on field goals.
Right. Well, when you only give up one touchdown, you score 3 field goals, you win that game every time.
Man.
Good for them, right?
Yeah. Proud of them. They did good things.
Moving on, Commanders Rams in, I thought it was in overtime. 28-20 Rams. Rams stay in the NFC hunt. The Cardinals and 49ers. 49ers put up 40 again. My personal favorite game of the week, Bills Cowboys.
That was fun.
The Buffalo Bills are a
It was
team
fun.
that if I'm in the AFC, I do not want to see them walking into my barn in January. I am praying
Oh yeah.
that these 8-6 teams can keep it the fuck together so Buffalo doesn't get in the playoffs, because I'm telling you right now, they're going to be the hardest fucking out. They have Josh Allen looks like AFC Championship Josh Allen. Stephen
Despite
Diggs,
only throwing 94 yards.
Right. Stephen Diggs.
He didn't need to.
Yeah. No,
we watched that game, dude. James Cook.
Yeah, 25 carries, 179 yards.
Okay. Yeah, no, absolutely. But fuck.
Yeah, that's for Josh Allen to not be on his A game. They did not have an
answer for him.
Yeah, for Josh Allen to not be on his A game and then to beat one of the top 3 NFC teams by 21 fucking points. If I'm anybody in the AFC, if I'm the Ravens, if I'm the fucking Chiefs, if I'm the Dolphins, I'm like that. I don't want them. Keep them out. Speaking of the Ravens, though, they took care of business with the Jaguars. The Jaguars, who were 2 games up in the AFC South, are now tied with the Texans, leading on tiebreak at 8-6. They have been such a disappointment to me. I really thought they were going to be like, a 12-5 team. Ends up being 17 games now.
Yeah. Yeah, 12-5.
I'm just so conditioned for 16 that that's my immediate math always, and I have to like add one. I'm like, wait, do I want it to be a win or a loss?
Yeah, I still struggle with that.
And then the Eagles fucking shit their pants. I have nothing to get. To get carved up by Drew Lock, dude. Dude. Honest to fucking God, it's embarrassing. Fucking James Bradbury needs to fucking get ran out of town. He was targeted 6 times, gave up 176 yards and the game-winning touchdown. And you know what he said? Did you see what he said in his fucking interview? Did you guys see that?
No.
He's like,
No.
I knew we were impressed man and had no help. I think I attacked him too aggressively. The fucking Seahawks have no timeouts. You literally just have to stop them from scoring a touchdown. They're up by 4, and he presses. What are you doing? Just keep fucking Smith and Jigba in front of you. It's your only job. I don't care if you stay at the fucking goal line. Just don't let him in the end zone.
It's easier said than done.
Not really. And then, Jalen Hurts, all he had to do was get 13 yards, and instead he decides to throw the ball 43 yards downfield to A.J. Brown in triple coverage and throws a pick. Classic. Classic, dude. Especially, it hurts even more, and honestly, it stings even more when you see this still from when he's throwing the ball, and Devontae Smith is sitting as the check down with 30 yards of open field in front of him, nobody even looking at him. It's like, ugh. But we move on. And I accept the fact that the Eagles are probably one and done in the playoffs, and I will inevitably be rooting for the Buffalo Bills. So, Week 16, Saints-Rams. Who do you guys got?
Give me the Saints.
Really?
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm gonna take a chance.
Give me the Rams.
Got the Rams too, Bubby. Especially against shitty teams. Matt Stafford. Bengals-Steelers. I'm going to go Bengals on this one. Saturday Night Fever. But if the Bengals can take care of business against the Vikings, and the Steelers can't even fucking handle Colts, man, it's got to be a Bengals game.
I'm going Bengals as well.
Jungle Cats get the triple fuck. Bills Chargers is going to be the Bills by 50.
Bills.
I'm going Bills, obviously, but like, I don't know.
You don't know.
They're 12-point favorites. They're 12-point favorites.
The
Fuck you.
Chargers have scored like 11 points the last 3 weeks.
They scored 21 last week.
Barely. Not counting it because the Raiders stopped trying.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. Oh, Herbie's out. Never mind. Yeah, Easton Stick.
Dude,
yeah,
he's been out.
Never mind. I just brain farted. I was like, I feel like Herbie could do good against that secondary, but never mind. I rescind that statement. Bills by
You should have.
at least 20.
I like how you said I feel like Herbie could do good against that secondary that shut down Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
Okay. Just crazy take.
All right. Yep.
The Colts at the Falcons. Dude, Atlanta's a 1-point favorite in this game after just losing to the fucking Panthers. I cannot believe that.
Fucking Minshew Mania. Let's go.
Dude, I'm going Colts. I mean, there's no way.
Yeah.
The Colts aren't going to beat the fucking Steelers by 20. Wouldn't lose the fucking shitty NFC South. Seahawks at the Titans. I'm going to go Hawks there.
Give me the
Knox.
Beach Chickens.
East Knox.
Beach Chickens.
Trash Pigeon.
That seems more fitting.
Wasn't that the name of our team?
No, Pigeons. What?
Wasn't that the name of the team in that wood bat league that I was trying to start? The Northside Trash Pigeons or something like that?
Probably.
It's fucking seagulls.
Something like that.
Lions Vikings. Detroit favored by 3.5 playing in Minnesota.
Which fucking
I don't
Lions
fucking
team are
know.
we gonna get?
Yeah. Honestly, though, Minnesota struggled scoring lately, and
Yeah, they only
But
put up
Jettas
3
is
against the
back.
fucking Raiders.
right.
Without Jettas, though.
Yeah, they don't
You
have.
got to keep in
Oh
mind
yeah,
Jettas brings a whole
without
new.
Jettas.
Yeah, so I'm going.
Lions.
I'm still going to go Lions, but I think it'll be close.
All right, Lee Corso. Commanders at the Jets. Who cares?
Literally,
I guess Jets.
I guess, maybe.
I feel like Zach
Give me,
does really well against shitty teams.
give me the Commanders.
No, I'm gonna go Jets.
Packers Panthers.
Packers.
Yeah.
Browns Texans. That's actually a tough one. If CJ Stroud's playing,
It is.
I'm going to that game. In fact.
Yep. We've been over this.
I know. I just like.
Texans.
It's just wild to me. I'm going to 2 NFL games in 1 year. You know.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick the Texans as well, because I want them to be on there. And I want James's Bengals to be in a better position.
Me
So
too.
I'm gonna
they're
take
not
the
catching
Browns.
No.
Jags Bucks. That's actually kind of a hot game because it's the Battle of Florida. You know.
Where are you going on this one, Trev?
I'm gonna go Jags because the Jags have struggled lately, and Dougie, I just think that he can get them together, and I think that the Jags D line is just good enough to irritate Baker Mayfield. When he gets flustered, he's bad. So.
James?
I'm going to go Buccaneers. I think Trevor Lawrence is a little hobbled right now, and he did not play good at all against the Ravens. So I'm going to take the Bucks here.
I'm actually gonna go with James on this one and take the Bucks.
Cardinals Bears, another fucking saucy shit matchup. It's outside of Arizona. I go shit on the road.
Yeah.
That's in Glendale, right?
I just said it's outside of Arizona.
God, you're dense.
No, like the Cardinals play in Glendale, right?
Yes, they play in
Is that where it
Glendale,
is?
Arizona.
Glendale.
Are you doing crime?
Okay. Hold on.
Yes, he's doing crime.
He's doing crime. I
He's
guarantee
doing a
Chicago's
crime.
worse, dude.
Let's see. By a lot. Give me Chicago. Why'd I have to Google that?
I don't know.
I feel like that should have been
I don't
just
know.
common knowledge.
Didn't
I
you-
don't know. There could be some sneaky amounts of crime in
Didn't you see
Glendale.
Joe Kennedy asking the fucking one lady like why Chicago's a gun range?
Didn't we have like an entire 6-month period of
Oh,
people
wait,
just sharing
no.
fucked up memes that say can't have shit in Detroit?
Dude, they call Chicago.
Or no, yeah, that is Detroit.
They call Chicago
Iraq.
Chirac, dude. Like,
Yeah. Property crime is a lot higher in Glendale, though.
okay, I don't give a fuck about property
But-
crime. You can take my fucking shit if you don't shoot me.
Fair point.
All right, so Nico, are you doing Bears too?
Yeah.
Cowboys Dolphins. I actually want to go Dolphins. They're 6-1 at home. Cowboys are 3-4
Yeah.
on the road.
Yeah, we said the same thing about them not having Tyreek Hill, and then Jalen Waddle's like, hey, I still fucking exist.
But I think Tyreek's back. I don't think he's gonna be out that.
Either way,
Tyreek is back. They're saying he's going to be back. It's not confirmed yet, or should be back.
according to ESPN, they both have a 49.8 chance to win.
Tyreek Hill misses practice Wednesday with ankle injury, status uncertain versus Cowboys. I'm still doing it. I mean, this is
Bestplaces.net has Miami with a 48.8 violent crime rate, and that is above the 37 in Dallas, so give me Miami.
Nico.
Oh, yeah, I'm taking the Dolphins too.
Cool. Patriots Broncos.
Broncos.
Yep.
Gets another. All righty, that can Sunday slate, and on to Monday's triple header, Christmas Day, starting with the Raiders and the Chiefs. Chiefs.
Chiefs.
It's a divisional game, but
Despite the 62 points the Raiders put up last week.
63.
Oh, whatever. No, 62.
no, it's 63 to 21.
No, you're dumb.
63 to 21.
Oh, I can't read. Never mind.
Is 62 a multiple of 7, James? Just ask yourself that question. The answer is no.
Doesn't need to be a multiple of 7.
It's, buddy.
It does when you only score touchdowns.
Right.
Oh, they could have kicked field goals, bitch. You don't know their life.
They didn't.
Anyways,
And we know that.
4:30. Giants Eagles.
Eagles.
Yeah.
Eagles.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
As bad as they played,
Yeah.
I just can't.
R.I.P. Tommy
Somehow
DeVito.
get out of this one with a win. Fucking yeehaw, but there's no chance that they do.
And the nightcap, the big dog of the week, the fucking main event, Ravens Niners. Dude, the Niners are 5.5 point favorites.
Yep.
That is fucking crazy.
Home, though, so 2.5 point.
No. Legit 5.5.
Yes.
No, they're home, so they get plus. Oh, you're right, because they get 3 automatically. So I see.
Hmm.
I see. James is right. I was wrong.
Says
First
the
time-
blind man.
James is right. I was wrong for the first time ever. So.
Literally.
Oh, yeah. Let's go, Helen.
I'm going Ravens just because I don't like Levi's jeans.
What?
Levi's.
I mean,
Stadium.
I don't either, so I get it.
Levi's
Yeah,
Stadium.
we're right.
Literally,
Wrangler guy.
all of my jeans are from American Eagle, so
Wrangler jeans or die.
Mm-hmm.
all of mine are American Eagle.
Although James can testify, like American Eagle doesn't make thick thigh jeans. So
No. And I don't want to have to wear jeans that look painted.
yeah. Yeah.
I want my phone to fit in my pocket.
What's your pick, James?
My phone fits in my pocket just fine.
Give me 1 second.
I'm going San Fran.
And using my reliable search engine. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna take Baltimore, but don't live there, people.
Don't live in Baltimore?
Yeah. The crime number is very high. 77.8.
Huh. Interesting. Did you know that
Probably not.
the common raven is not actually
Where's it from?
pretty much Pennsylvania up northeast. Like they can go down as far as Maryland, but they're not as common down. Very rare. You'd think if you team, I guess I can't say shit because the fucking Cincinnati's the Bengals, and sure as fucking shit ain't Bengals in Cincinnati, Ohio.
That's fair.
So who are you picking, James?
Baltimore.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking them this week. Just don't live there.
All right, that concludes the picks. For people who are keeping track, currently I am at 136 and 71. James is 122 and 85, and Nico is 103 and 84. The weeks are slimming down, buddy. We're on week 15. We're heading into week 16 of 18. You got 2 more weeks to catch up and surpass Nico, and not have to be the bitch for the day.
Yeah.
I have faith.
We did have some. We have a few different picks this week, so
Yes. Which could be a good thing or it could be a very bad thing.
So what was it? We picked the Rams different. We
Saints.
picked the 49ers.
That's it, right? Rams, Saints, 49ers.
No, you
Well,
went you
the
went you
Rams, Saints.
you went Commanders, he went Jets.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Okay, so there are 3 games that we need to pay attention to this week.
Yes, and
Or
I will send out your picks on Friday. That way you have them because the games start Saturday, so
Please do.
alrighty. What's the Thursday night game this week?
there isn't one.
That's
Saints and
Rams, Saints,
Rams.
right?
Never mind, Saints Rams.
Yeah. I just
Okay.
want double checking.
Yeah.
So we've got one each day except for Saturday.
Correct. All right, boys. Well, that's everything. I'll start it off. I obviously learned today that bowling balls are not made of rock; they are made of resin, and they apparently are made of. You say cast resin,
Well, yeah,
which means
it's like
they're
making
put
a
into
mold.
a mold.
Yeah.
That is, dude. I actually like.
I'm gonna send you the how it's made video on bowling balls.
Please do that because like right now I'm on that fucking meme where the guy's like holding his hands to his head. He's like just fucking mind blown. Like I'm like, there's no way that I'm like that fucking stupid. But then again, bowling is not my fucking forte. I mean, I bowl. Like who didn't? But I didn't bowl. If you know what I mean.
Right.
Nico, you weren't here long enough. James, what did you learn today?
I learned that when Nico gets mad enough, he can throw a bowling ball over 24.5 miles an hour.
Jesus fucking Christ, that's so lame.
Yeah. No. I do that regularly. My
Today I
bowling
learned
ball
that
is
Nico
illegal
thinks
in
he's
school
tough.
zones.
Okay. Well, that's it, folks. We appreciate you so very much. Heading into this Christmas weekend. We want to wish everybody a happy holiday. Hope you have a safe time with your family. Hope that your bets go well. Hope that travel is safe. Hopefully Nico stays sober enough to not get into any trouble.
I'm not going anywhere this weekend.
Hopefully James stops shitting on his wife.
Can we not? Can we just word it like that?
Well, dude, you said you let it rip constantly until you came upstairs. The disrespect. I just did like a little prayer, by the way.
Fair.
It was like a little prayer.
That's fair.
You know?
But I don't need you saying shit on your wife.
All right, fine.
It leads.
I mean, dude, I don't kink shame. It's fine. It's really no big deal.
She listens to this.
All right, well, that's it, guys. Thank you so very much for hanging out and listening to us at Short Fat Ball Pod on all our social medias. And keep an eye on the social medias because we have more stuff coming for you. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful holiday, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Arrivederci.
Yeah.